Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's topic is about how to be your authentic self. Now remember, like, share, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to receive all my content. Leave a comment below to let me know how you feel about this subject. Your response is highly appreciated. Definition of authentic is trusting in your values, your personality, and your spirit, regardless of the pressure you are under to act differently. Being yourself, no matter what someone thinks about you, is a hard choice to make for many, especially if you wasn't raised to be your authentic self. You could be easily influenced to be a people pleaser, to fit in and be accepted. Living in a world controlled by social media, where everyone portrays a life online, but in real life they are living totally different, is common for many. See, I want to encourage you to be the unique person you were born to be, instead of that person that seems real on the outside, but is hurting on the inside. Why? Because they know that they are living a lie, and they are emotionally depressed. And if this is you, and you are tired of living this way, then let me show you how to be your authentic self again. And I want to know, are you ready? Matter of fact, are you ready? Okay. Point 1, do a self-inventory of yourself. Do a inventory of your values, your personality, and your spiritual belief. Once you got this, an idea of what it is that you value the most, and does it center around your spiritual belief? Now you can take an inventory of the people, places, and things that you do that make you feel authentic when you're doing them. You feel happy doing them. Okay? Now taking another inventory of the people, places, and things that you do that you don't feel authentic, that you feel like you're being inauthentic when you're doing them, or you are unhappy or sad when you're doing them. You should have an idea where I'm going with this. I want you to decide to let the things that you are unhappy doing, that makes you feel inauthentic when you're doing them, let those things go. Those things are toxic to your life. Do the things that you feel authentically happy to do. These are the things that you want to do and on a regular basis and have and be a part of in your life. The other things should be out of your equation. Number 2, be present. Be present, meaning be in tune with your values, your personality, and your spiritual belief when you deal with people in life, situations, relationships, all of these things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. The mental chatter that you may witness inside of your head, as well as the external situations going on around you. Ignore these things and be present when you are dealing with these things in life. That way you are staying authentic. You are not letting influences on the outside predict the way that you decide to handle situations. You are moving in accordance with your inner values. This way you will be an authentic person, and you will always make the right decisions because you are trusting your inner self, and that's your gut, to give you the answers that will clearly put you on the right path to living an authentic life. Number 3, your social circle. This social circle you should be created with people that are like-minded as yourself, meaning in your values, your spirit, and your personality. Y'all should have similar personalities. Your spiritual belief should be basically on the same path as well as your values. These are the people you want in your circle, because these people will encourage you along your journey in life, and you will encourage them as well. When you guys fall into a rut or feel like you need motivation, this is what your circle will be there for, and you will be there for them. Now, the people that is in your circle that are naysayers, that doubt you and say that you don't have what it takes to make it, these are the people that you want to get out of your circle. These people serve you no purpose. They are there to hinder you and to make you not feel like you are worthy enough to accomplish your goals and dreams in life. These people are distractions. You don't need them in your circle. Build your circle with positive people that are cheering you on instead of ridiculing you and telling you you don't have what it takes. Number 4, speak assertive. 9 out of 10 conversations go without being understood between both people speaking. Why? Because you have passive communicators who hold back opinions. You have aggressive communicators who speak but don't listen. And then you have passive aggressive communicators who speak sarcastically and with dishonesty. And that conversation doesn't get anywhere because there's no understanding going on in this conversation. So you want to speak assertively, meaning when you do speak, you speak with honesty, you speak with confidence. And when it's your turn to listen, you listen without any distractions. Looking the person in the eyes, and when it's your time to comment, you give your opinions honestly, and you make yourself vulnerable during this conversation. And if you come across something you hear that you don't agree with, don't be afraid to say no. This is assertive speaking, and this is a valued conversation, and this will be appreciated by both parties because it's an understanding being met, because this is assertive communication. And this is the way you want to live your life, speaking in all situations in an assertive way, in your relationships, on your job, wherever. Speak assertively. Number 5, practice authenticity daily. Make it a priority for you to not prioritize others before you prioritize yourself. Put time to the side to do your exercising. Make sure that you are getting your adequate sleep, and making sure that everything is took care of as far as your job or whatever first before you even think about doing things for others, because you come first. If you're not ready, then how can you be ready for anyone else? And also, in your day, from day to day, make sure that you are working towards your goals. It don't matter, least or big. Any little thing will add up over a period of time. So make sure that you apply your attention on your dreams and goals on a daily basis, so that you are living an authentic life, and you are practicing this on a daily basis by prioritizing yourself first and working on your values, on your dreams and goals in life as well. Number 6, take a step back. When you find yourself in a rut in life and you feel like this obstacle is too big to get around, it might feel like you're doing the right thing by putting all your brain power to the situation to try to get past it. This can be effective, but most of the time it's not. Why? Because when you apply all of your brain power to this situation, you end up thinking too hard on the situation. And what ends up happening is you end up going in circles trying to figure out the best way to get around this, when you should just step back, find something else to do that makes you happy, that brings joy to yourself. It may be for a day, it may be for a week, But find some time to get away from the situation and allow your internal intuition to give you the answer to this problem. This way, you will be coming back at this situation in an authentic way and in a way that aligns with your inner values and your inner self. And number 7, recognize internal influences and external influences. When you think of your internal influences, this is the things that the desires that give you your motivation to accomplish your dreams and goals. This is internal. External is, it could be money, it could be expectation from others, or it could be recognition that you gain from society. These are external. What you need to do is, when you come in situations in your relationships, on your job, or whatever, make sure that you do an internal understanding and an external understanding of where are you being influenced from. Because you want to always move out of your internal influences. And if you find yourself being influenced by an external influence, then this is the time where you can question what's going on. Who's influencing you? Why are they influencing you? And do it align with your inner self. Do your values, do your personality, and do your spirit align with this. If this is in agreement with both things, then this is what you should do. But if not, do what you feel you should do from inside. Trust your internal influences. And I'm going to leave you with this Bible scripture. Proverbs 12:22. It says, lying lips are an abomination to the Lord. But the Lord delights in the truth. And I want to let you know that be your authentic self in your life. Don't be afraid to be seen for who you are. This is the way that you be authentic. When you try to be what someone else wants you to be, you are being inauthentic. And this is robbing you of your peace and joy inside, because you are trying to be something that you are not. Be authentic, because the world is waiting on that individual that is inside of you. Now I will bring to you Glenn the God Chaser, and he will elaborate more on how to be your authentic self.
How y'all doing? It's your boy Glenn the God Chaser, and welcome to another segment of Live Life Strong featuring Manifest Visions. And today's topic is, have you ever thought about being bold, authentic, different, and like no one else? I'm pretty sure you have. God created us all anyway, different shapes, different sizes, and different colors. And some of us even speak different languages. I'm going to give you guys 4 key points on how to be bold, authentic, different, and like no one else. And the definition of bold is the ability to take risks, to be confident, and to be courageous. And like I just said, I'm going to give you guys four key points on how to be bold, be authentic, and be different, and be like no one else. And my first key point is be independent. It's okay to ask for help sometimes, but when you have a dream or a vision, guess what you got to do? You might have to put the work in by yourself. Not everyone is going to believe in everything that you're doing. Sometimes you're going to have to set the trend. Not be the trend, but actually set the trend. And I'm here to challenge you guys to even challenge the culture. You don't have to follow and do what everyone else is doing. Be independent. And when I say be independent, have your own mindset, have your own thoughts, and take your own action sometimes. Like I just said, it's okay to ask for help sometimes or allow people to carry you sometimes. But when it comes to your own decision making and your own thoughts, you are the one that has to be independent. And even in taking your own actions, you have to be independent in taking some of the actions in your own actions. You can't always depend on everybody else. And this is going to help you be bold, authentic, and different, and like anyone else. And my second key point is be yourself. A lot of people have a hard time in being themselves. And being yourself is just, guess what? Being comfortable And many a times when you're alone at home, guess what you're doing? You're being yourself. You're comfortable when you're alone. You're being your authentic self when you're alone. But I'm here to challenge you and to tell you, be yourself at all times. When I say be yourself, guess what? No one is influencing your decision making. They're not influencing your actions. You know, many times we walk into a family gathering or we walk into a place where we don't know anyone else. You can become shy. You can have an anxiety, and it might cause you to, you know what? Make bad decisions. You might talk a certain way that you usually won't talk just to fit in with people. But I'm here to tell you, be yourself. Think about how you are when you are at home. And I don't mean like, passing gas or anything like that. Just comfortable in talking or doing certain things that you usually do in the presence of your own company. Take that same type of thought and mindset and being yourself when you're around other people and making your own decisions. Like I said, be yourself and be independent. And my third key point is you have to distinguish yourself. When I say distinguish, I mean you got to stand out. You remember when they used to ask who's going to read in class? Some people were scared. But you always had that one student that would raise their hand like, hey, me. You know what they were doing? They were distinguishing themselves, which means they're setting themselves apart from the crowd. And that could be anything you're doing in life. Hey, a lot of times we be influenced by our friends or even our family members to go do certain things or go hang out or, be influenced to do things that we usually wouldn't do. Hey, I'm here to tell you, distinguish yourself. You don't always have to be the same. You don't always have to be the person going out every night with your friends. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. Like, hey, if my friend is drinking just because they're doing it, you can say, hey, no, that's not me. That's not who I am. You don't have to do certain things just to fit in with people. And it's better to distinguish yourself. Because guess what? You're empowering someone else to be them, to be their authentic selves, or to distinguish themselves as well. Like, oh, that girl or that guy is different. They're not doing what everyone else is doing. Remember the crate challenge? I'm pretty sure everyone do. It went viral. Everyone was trying to do the crate challenge. But what was the consequences behind that? Many people were getting injured. Hey, that's what I mean by distinguishing yourself. Set yourself apart. There's a lot of trends going on right now. But I'm here to challenge you to be the trend and set your own trend. That's what I mean by distinguish yourself. And the last key point is take risks. That's the only way you're going to be bold, be authentic, and be different, and be like no one else. Sometimes you got to put yourself out there. Sometimes you got to realize, hey, I got to take risks, and be confident in the risks that you're taking. Because guess what? When you're taking risks, sometimes it may pay off, and sometimes it may not. But guess what you're doing when you're taking risks? You're building confidence. You're setting yourself apart. Because guess what? At least you can say, hey, I tried. I put myself out there. And I'm going to leave you guys with a Bible verse. Psalms 139. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. And when that verse was written, it's basically saying, thank God for making you so complex, making you the person who you are, giving you your personality and giving you the traits that makes you you. And be authentic, bold, be different, and be like no one else. Because like I just said, God already created you different anyways.